Hey everybody, it's Nick from Android Headlines, and this is our review of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S3. It's no secret that the tablet market has dried up in more ways than one, with manufacturers seemingly giving up on the market as a whole. Samsung is here to show that they're not putting in the towel just yet. In fact, they're coming out swinging with the Galaxy Tab S3, a tablet that looks great on more than just paper. Sporting a brand new metal and glass build that's reminiscent of the Galaxy S6 redesign from 2 years ago, the Galaxy Tab S3 is ultra thin as well, coming in at a pretty unreal 6mm thin. The all-metal frame around the tablet holds in the glass front and back, giving this tablet a wholly unique look among other premium tablets on the market. And it's this market segment that Samsung is targeting with the Tab S3. Starting at $599 for the tablet itself, the Tab S3 isn't the cheapest tablet on the market by any means, but it's also not the most expensive either. Samsung is adding some significant value to the Tab S3 by including a single accessory they've never included with their Tab lineup before: the S Pen. Feature-wise, this is the same S Pen we saw on the Galaxy Note 7 last year, bringing features to the table like Air View, Translate, Glance, and plenty of others as well. Looking at the hardware, however, paints a very different picture of the pen, and that's mostly a good thing. For starters, this S Pen is the largest one Samsung has ever made, large enough to where it has no space to actually fit inside the Tab S3. That one point is particularly important because it differentiates the Tab S3 from the rest of the Galaxy Note devices out there, and presents the only real negative to the S Pen on this tablet: no place to actually store it if you own just the tablet itself. Samsung designed this S Pen to be larger and more comfortable than ever, styling it more like a real pen than a stylus. This includes a nice clip at the top, which comes in handy when storing the pen in a pocket or bag as you would any other pen, and given the niche Samsung is aiming for here, it makes plenty of sense in the end. It's much more comfortable to hold and write with because of the size, and the construction and weight makes this feel more like an expensive pen rather than a cheaper stylus generally does. It's still got the same 4096 levels of pressure sensitivity for writing and drawing that we've become accustomed to, and just about the only thing it doesn't feature is water or dust resistance. That same drawback is found in the tablet itself, where that metal and glass build actually isn't water or dust resistant either. It's not likely that you'll be using a tablet in the same way as a phone when it comes to needing these sorts of things, but it still would have been nice given that it's metal and glass. It's a joy holding the tablet though, and the premium nature of the build is something to marvel at. Having glass on the front and back of the tablet certainly makes it feel more fragile than previous generations of Tab S products, but as we noted in our hands-on of the Tab S3, our Samsung reps demonstrated that it's well made by dropping it on a wood floor at table height, something that may not always produce a perfect result, but certainly makes it less scary when it does get dropped. I too ended up dropping mine about 2 feet off the couch and onto a wood floor on accident during the review period, as glass is inherently a little slippery, and thankfully it didn't break either. You'll find the usual Samsung buttons everywhere here, a micro SD and SIM card slot, as well as a USB Type-C port and 3.5mm audio jack at the bottom. The real surprise here comes in the form of 4 speakers placed around the edges of the tablet though. These quad speakers, tuned by AKG, individually deliver 0.64 watts of stereo audio pleasure with virtual surround options system-wide. They even reorient themselves depending on how you're holding the tablet to deliver proper spatial sound, and their volume levels and clarity are nothing short of stunning. These deliver truly excellent sound that's good for movies, gaming, music, video conferencing, and whatever else you can think of. They're simply some of the absolute best speakers we've ever heard on a mobile device. The same praise can be said about the screen, where Samsung has packed a 9.7-inch Super AMOLED screen with HDR capability on the front of the Tab S3. The resolution is a little lower than your average phone at 2048 by 1536, which is sort of ironic since it's about twice the size of your average phone. Even at this size though, you won't notice pixels in most applications, and it's really less of a problem than it might seem like on paper. Watching videos on it is a thing of beauty though, especially if you set the panel to AMOLED Cinema mode, which brings the contrast and colors to a more natural level than the default setting, and opens up the world of HDR video and supported applications. Amazon Prime Video is one such service that provides HDR video for the tablet, and shows like Grand Tour look absolutely stunning in HDR on this tablet. The Tab S3 supports the HDR10 standard, which unfortunately means that Netflix and their Dolby Vision platform aren't supported at this time, but it's possible in the future the platform platform will advance to support other standards too. Still, even regular HD programming looks stunning on this tablet, and the screen paired with the speakers make this the ultimate tablet to watch pretty much anything on. Gaming too gets a nice boost from the Snapdragon 820 and US-based versions of the Tab S3, while international versions have the powerful Exynos line powering that backend. These chips are the same ones you'll find in the Galaxy S7 family worldwide, and with a slightly lower resolution than those phones, you'll find that performance is a thing of glory no matter what you're running. Vulkan API support is here for the first time too, giving an easy 30% or greater performance boost in games that support it. This is awesome too, since Samsung has included its game tools for the first time ever on a tablet. This includes the game launcher, which makes finding installed games easy as it puts all their shortcuts in one place, and even lets you launch games with various options like reduced frame rates for battery savings, or muted to spare public embarrassment. Game Tools subsequently offers plenty of in-game options, including easy access to taking screenshots, recording video, turning off those pesky capacitive buttons on the tablet, and even turning off the touchscreen so you can play either only with the S Pen or a paired Bluetooth controller. Samsung is also selling this amazing keyboard case for $130 that brings the whole package together and quite frankly will make this tablet a laptop killer for more than a few folks out there. It's sturdy enough to sit in your lap while typing, yet practical enough to fold up and take with you on the go. It's got a built-in holder for the S Pen, something you'll note the tablet itself is lacking, and even folds back and connects magnetically to the tablet, as well as providing a pogo pin connection interface for the keyboard. Just like the S Pen, you'll never need to charge that keyboard since it's all powered by the 6,000 mAh battery inside the tablet itself, and the pogo pins keep users from having to deal with annoying Bluetooth pairing or connection issues. There's even handy shortcuts here for multitasking and the like, making this feel far more like a laptop computer than a tablet when docked onto the keyboard. Multi-window has also reached new heights of usefulness thanks in part to Android 7.0 Nougat powering the software experience here, and not only gives plenty of flexibility in the number of apps that can be used in split screen mode, but also comes with a handy floating window option that, once again, makes this feel far closer to a laptop computer than what you might think of in a tablet. Apps can be dragged down into windowed mode with a simple swipe from the corner and resized and dragged anywhere. Minimizing these windows puts them in a little floating bubble that can be moved anywhere around the screen too, acting as yet another way to multitask from the glance version that can be used with the S Pen. Samsung also offers tons of other software features here, including the Microsoft Office suite installed by default, Samsung Notes for powerful note-taking and drawing abilities that can easily be synced with Samsung Cloud or Google Drive, and even a brand new kids service for those willing to give their premium tablet to their youngsters. Battery life was great too, easily pulling off a full days of constant video watching and game playing before needing to be charged. Folks that only use it here and there will find anywhere from days to weeks-long battery life thanks to some great power-saving features Samsung has built in, which tie deeply into those doze features native to Android. Even if you have to charge it, it only takes a little over 2 hours to fully charge this massive 6,000 mAh battery. Adaptive quick charging means even a 30-minute charge will deliver hours of usage, and having USB Type-C offers lots of future compatibility with accessories. The camera was surprisingly good too, with upgrades to both the front and back cameras over previous tablet generations. The rear camera utilizes a 13-megapixel sensor and some of the better software we've seen on tablets, delivering great balanced photos that shine even in low light. There's no auto HDR mode here, which is okay because it's a bit slow anyway, and should be used only for scenes where there's not a lot of movement. The front-facing 5-megapixel camera is an upgrade in every way over even the Galaxy S7 family, and provides great detail in all kinds of lighting conditions, which should make video calling better than ever. There's even 4K video recording support here, and although only 1080p or lower provides image stabilization, the recording quality itself is really quite good. When it comes to tablets, there's not generally much of a demand for fantastic cameras due to the sheer bulk and awkwardness of using a tablet as a camera, but it's nice to see something better than VGA quality when you really need it. Overall, the Galaxy Tab S3 is simply an incredible tablet, one that offers the ultimate in mobile entertainment and productivity. It's not the cheapest tablet around, but for the price you're getting a much better experience than anything else in this range, and a suite of software features that are hard to beat. The S Pen brings a massive slate of options to the table, and the screen and quad speaker setup are something to marvel at. If you're in the market for a top-tier tablet or even a laptop replacement, this is absolutely the one you should get hands down. We hope you enjoyed that review and will subscribe to us for regularly updated content. Check us out on your favorite social media network, and don't forget to check out AndroidHeadlines.com for 24/7 Android-based news coverage. Thanks for watching, and until next time.